Good morning, everyone. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you so much for stopping in to see what's going on this morning at Destiny Calls Tarot. It is time for the morning message, guys. Let's jump into it. Let's see what the energy is today. What do we need to know? What do we need to hear? What is the advice for today? All right, guys, let's see what's going on. I hope you guys got some much needed sleep. Remember, my general readings could be about anything. It could be about love, relationships, a situation you're going through with a family member, at work. It just depends. It just depends on you, okay, and what's going on with you. All right, strength is in reverse. Today, we're not as focused as we've been in the past. There's this energy of us really trying with the Magician card here to manifest our every wish, to manifest a new beginning for ourselves, to manifest what we need. And it's hard, it's heavy, it's become a lot of responsibility. And Spirit is wanting you to know, right, that this isn't by coincidence that you're feeling so weak. This isn't by coincidence that you're manifesting and manifesting and you're manifesting and you're feeling like it's not happening, it's not working for you. The universe wants you to know you're going through the judgment, a spiritual awakening, okay? You're going through this spiritual awakening, and in order for you to come out on the other end, the way that the universe wants you to come out, successful, abundant, prosperous, you have to, with the Four of Wands, you had to be broken down. Your stability had to be broken down. You had to go through a period of where you felt like, you know, nothing I was working on was working right, or going right for me. People wasn't working as a group with me. They wasn't collaborating with me. You had to be left out in the cold, sweetheart. You had to be left out in the cold. You had to be left out in the cold because the universe wanted you to see life from a different perspective. And in order to do that, they had to cause you to not be able to take care of yourself and your duties and your responsibilities. It took you through a place of turmoil, right? So that you would begin to focus. So that you would begin to put in that demanding work into yourself. It's almost like the universe had to turn you emotionally upside down before they brought you this happiness. Because it's coming. After a spiritual awakening, if you're able to transition, if you're able to go through it, the sun is going to show up on the other side. What the universe is trying to get you to see is that they're trying to get you to move towards your abundance. They're trying to get you to move towards your goals, towards the reason you're here. And the only way that they could do that is they had to make you withdraw. They had to make you rest. They had to make you feel insecure. They had to pull you back from other people. They had to separate you from groups. Now that you got the picture, now that you're holding on for dear life, the universe is saying, now we can get to work. Now we can be creative. Now we can be passionate about our lives. Now the universe is able to lead you versus you being led by other people, being led by your job, being led by your friends, being led by your family members. This took a lot out of you guys. I do feel with that King of Pentacles being in reverse, that you really took a loss here. I think at one point your stability was nice. You were on the right track, and to go through this spiritual awakening, it's almost like the universe had to turn you upside down. They had to turn you upside down so that they could get your attention, so that they could talk to you. You know, they had to make you go through a nightmare so that you could move in the right direction. The universe had to break down strong emotional connections so that you could balance out. A lot of you feel like you've lost your passion because you're not communicating with people as much. People aren't communicating with you. But the universe is saying this is all being purposely done because I'm about to grant you this Ace of Pentacles. I'm about to give you something solid. Your days of mourning, your days of crying and being in despair and being in regret is over, because the universe is about to invest in you. And the reason the universe is investing in you, because you've invested in yourself. You had to go through some really difficult situations. You could have had to deal with a dirty boss, a person that's mean, nasty, a spouse that was that way, a friend that was that way, a family member that was that way. You had to do this because the universe had to take you through this, because this is where you're going. You're going towards your confidence, your independence, your self-sufficiency. So the universe had to break down the old versions of you, block you from moving, make you defend yourself, stand your ground. And because you've done that, look what you're getting. You're going to get the victory and success. You're going to come out of this spiritual awakening on top. I do feel like, you've been blocked in the past. Your movement has been blocked. You've been hurt. But the universe is like, look, destiny is on your side. I'm here. The wheel is about to turn in your favor. Just when you was about to lose hope, just when you couldn't feel like you couldn't cry anymore, just when you was like about to make a decision to move on. Some of you were close to taking your own life. The universe is like, now it's time for me to give to you. You're made it through that spiritual awakening here. It's recovery. It's time for healing. It is not time for war. I do feel like you guys are still emotional. You're feeling like you want justice to be served here. You're thinking that, the world is just turned against you, and that's not it. You were going through a spiritual awakening, sweetheart. And now you're coming out on the other end. Yeah. Spaceship. Don't be afraid to sing. A lot of you just didn't know who you could talk to, who you could trust. Everybody looked like a villain to you. Everyone looked suspect to you. And your confidence began to go down. You had to, take time and be patient with yourself, because you was going through so many different changes. You felt like, why is everybody being so evil to me? Why is everybody treating me this way, right? And it's because you were going through a spiritual awakening, and the universe had to isolate you. Yeah. They had to isolate you so you could come homeward to yourself. So you could come home to your true self, the true person that the universe wants you to be. Now it's time for you to surround yourself with love. Now it is time for you to let the old you go. Look, it's been burned. The old version of you is no longer there. Now it's time for you to grow new leaves on this tree. So let the old version of you go so that the new version of you can show up. Yeah, it's time for you to escape to yourself. Not to anyone else, to yourself. Guys, I hope this helped. I hope it made sense to you guys. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking it out. I will see you beautiful souls in the next one. Namaste.